maybe I can share the video I made during Corona, because it was the second year of teaching the course Knowing by Sensing.
Mm-hmm.
You need proximity, especially for the lower senses, smell, taste, touch, and especially smell, taste, and touch. And here I was. I had to teach that course online. Okay, so I made sense kits, sensory kits, and I put materials in there, and smells, and jelly beans, and all kinds of things, and perfume kits. And I sent it to the students so we could all together still use our senses that are not digitizable. That's so fascinating. The lower senses, the intimate senses, are the senses that aren't digitizable. If that's digitizable, that you cannot digitally convey. And of course, seeing and hearing you can convey digitally much better. So yeah, I just either to class or in that package, I sent all those sensory material. We sense together, we talk about it together, we read texts about it together, but not many. We don't do a lot of reading, only one text per lesson. It's much more important to sense. And then we do smelling and the role of smell in history, but we actually smell touching, tasting, hearing, and the senses and healthcare, senses and well-being, senses and inclusivity, synesthesia, because it's a bit artificial to always separate the senses. Something happens when the senses come together. That's very important as well. And we do proprioception, sense of self. And all the assignments are also based on the students going out there to sense for themselves. And I invite professionals. I mean, I'm not an expert in hearing, so I invite others, and also healthcare professionals and artists and the perfumer. I invite them because it's impossible to have all that knowledge and all those skills yourself. And in the end, that course, I think it's not that much about gaining knowledge, but about gaining skills that you can then use in all your other courses and life. That you use it in life for your own well-being. Start engaging with all your senses. My students tell me it made them happy. Happy to use all their senses, that they approach their environment, life, other people in a fundamentally different way, instead of just looking and only trusting your eyesight. And that makes me very happy, that it actually changes students' perspectives, that they use what they've their new skills in so many different ways. And I think this counts for all my courses, no matter if they're in art school or university. It's about broadening your toolkit